like near the beginning. Um, so talking about just love and relationships today. When you start at the root, what did love mean to you before you really knew what it meant?
A love meant to me, the same thing, the romantic type essence of love. You meet a girl, you fall for her, that type of love. That's what I thought love was growing up. Um, but I've never really seen it or experienced it, and every time I do, it's like brief. So for me, love has come to the understanding it's something that you develop as time goes. Except maybe for some people, but I'm speaking for myself, I think it's something that you build. And it's a conscious state of mind to make a decision to experience life together because love is universal in its essence. And so you could tap into and have all types of different forms of love for different people and stuff like that. So to me, it's the essence that you build. It's an essence that you grow together
Right.
and understand each other. And I think through that is what we come to
So
the understanding of what love is. Go ahead.
so how was love like? How you feel like love was displayed? Like your first examples of love, like maybe in the household or in the neighborhood or whatever. What was your first examples of love?
My first examples of you talking about like romantic love, or you talking about just love in general?
Love in general.
Okay, my first experience of true love is from my mama. There's not that's no question.
Okay.
That's mom's. And that type of love is so binding, is so powerful that it literally helps you go through long things even after she's gone. You know what I mean? So that type of pure love only came from my mama, bro. My father too, but I'm a mama's
Right.
boy, so it
Right.
was more of that's the first time I felt that type of love. Was my mother,
Yeah.
no question.
Your first romantic love.
I mean, there was a girl back in the when I was first growing up. I'm gonna say about the sixth, seventh, eighth grade that I really was like really wanted her at the time, and I had a feeling for her. Like I wanted to talk to her all the time, speak to her, stuff like that. But bro, as I've grown up, I've realized that what they call that type of love or puppy love or whatever the case may be, it's more of infatuation. As I've grown older, I
Right.
understand that this
Right.
thing that they call love, it's a lot of times lust, it's a lot of times infatuation. A lot of times people get obsessed with each other. I think love itself, man, is an energy that you can only feel with yourself and give it to others, bro. It don't necessarily mean you have to have someone else, bro, to know what true love is. I think
Mm.
love first start with self and you experiencing that love of yourself, and that's the only way you can give it to someone else. And that means you're just sharing a frequency, just sharing the energy, bro. But to be caught up a lot of times in this romantic love means you're caught up in this in emotional love. And if you can't govern your emotions, you can go any old type of way. That's why people do crazy things to each other over this thing that they call love. Because they haven't first, you can't love someone else if you ain't loved yourself first, bro. And so that's a process that I think people need to focus on instead of trying to focus on the outside of what love is. No, man, first love you. Because if you can't do that, I don't care what you talking about. You're not gonna be able to share that with someone else. That's all lies, lust, propaganda.
Shut it up. Just a side question. I didn't even plan to ask this, but I was just thinking, do you feel like fully being in love with somebody or allowing yourself to know love is also consenting to even minimally be somewhat dependent on a person?
I think yes,
Because it's
but
like once we make that soul tie, it's like you attach to me. I know something can happen with you, or you can do something, and you can treat me some type of way, and it will affect me. So at some point, my vibe, my spirit may be moved depending on something you did, and I'm opening myself up to that.
I don't think. But okay, yeah, you're opening yourself up to that, but that's not love. That's not the frequency of love that you're opening yourself up to. You could be opening yourself up to whatever emotion you're connected to. And I think that's what needs to be
Right.
separated. The separated is we're connecting an emotion to love. And what I'm saying, I don't think love is an emotion. Love is a state of existence. It's
Mm.
not an emotion, bro,
Mhm.
because love is a state of
No, no, I,
existence.
I I feel you.
You see what I'm saying?
I used to say when I used to think of bad relationships, and like me and my fiance now we be having conversations, and I was like, oh, I don't feel like we were in love. And she's like, well, you can't just have an ex now and then now it wasn't love. I'm like, no, it's not that. Because how you're saying it's a state of being, I feel like love is also like a place, a bubble,
Hmm.
as you said, a state.
Hmm.
If I'm here to love and you not, we're not in love.
Hmm. Hmm.
We're not all the way in it because you ain't in it with me.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm expressing love. I'm trying to know love with you. I'm trying to build love with you, but we ain't in love if we ain't both in. You know what
Right.
I mean? Period. Like that's really what that is. I don't feel like, as you said, I don't always feel like love is just straight emotion. I feel like it's connected to a range of emotions.
Right.
Um, it allows you to explore certain emotions, but love itself is it's just higher than that.
Yeah, because what I've learned, bro, it is, and again, for me, it's a state of consciousness. Knowing that if I can love myself on the deepest level, then that I can extend that to multiple people. So if, when we talk about love, we talk about romantic love, sexual love, whatever the case may be. These are emotions connected to that energy of the peaceful state of mind that you have, known as love. I think love is consciousness. If you really think about it, love is consciousness.
Right.
To be conscious is love. To be conscious is light. So that is love. But when we apply it to another human being, even in that state of, okay, we're all in, think about it. Some days you may not be in. That means your love is based on an emotion that can fluctuate at any given time. But if you in a state of loving yourself, of understanding this is what it's going to take, no matter what fluctuation in emotion comes or goes, you still going to be there. Because to me, love is support.
And understand this: when I say in, I don't mean joyous.
Okay.
I don't mean you want to be in this moment. I don't mean that. In
Okay.
is when me and my girl get into it, when we have a difference of opinion, when I'm just tired and I don't have the spirit to like pour into her at this moment, or she's busy and she can't love on me like she usually do, like, and we feel some type of way because of something. Like, it ain't no, I'm the fuck out of here, man. No, no, no. It's just this is where we at. We about to figure this out.
Right.
How do we fill our cups? How do we fill each other? Where do we find the energy from? That's what I mean by we in. Meaning, we know no matter what happens, this is where we at though. We don't have to be happy about everything all the
Okay,
time.
but in fact, that's a myth, and that's what I mean.
Right,
This love has been
right,
romanticized.
right.
Thinking of love has been romanticized. But then let me ask you this, bro, and be honest with me: if this person leaves your life, are you going to crumble?
Crumble?
Just all the way. You're not going to know what to do.
No, I'm not gonna crumble.
No. Now, this is what I mean because anything external has the possibility of leaving. Anything external of us has the
Right,
possibility of dying, leaving,
right.
deteriorating. Anything external does that. So if you're not grounded within yourself, you are subjecting yourself to go right along with those type of emotions, and then you want to attach love to it. No, that's impossible. And this is what I mean, bro, because a lot of times we put so much on another human being without first putting it on ourselves and getting to know ourselves that once you have that soul attachment, when that soul leaves, you then leave. Wait a minute. No,
Right. And you know what that means?
that's not love.
That's conditional love, bro. That's that's that conditional shit. Since I'm not fully whole, I love you as long as you can bring this and you can do this because I need you to make up for that. Unconditional love is, hey, I just be you. I don't need nothing from you. I appreciate everything you do for me.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Cool. I don't need nothing from you but just for you to exist.
Mhm.
I just love you how you are.
Mhm.
We just exist and I love you for that. Like me and my female talk all the time. She's like, I gave so much to these dudes in the past with no appreciation, no nothing. And I'm looking at her like, I help people build things, I help people do things, but we both were in that situation like, oh, because I'm doing this, you should love me. You know what I mean? Because I love you. And because this is my expression of my love, that's not how it works though.
No, but isn't that well? Now I'm going to prove my point. But yet, that's how you feel. And once again, we're applying
Right, right.
an emotion. Now, think about that though. That's not. That's how you feel though. You can't deny that part. If
Right.
you do this for me, I
Right.
feel that you should do it for me. And then we base that on love. No, what?
Right.
That's what I mean, bro.
Right. That's a fallacy.
That's the fallacy.
That's a fact. That's why I said that. I'm agreeing with you because we used to have that misguided thinking of, man, I know if I do this, that you gonna love me, and then I'm gonna need this from you. But now it's like we in a relationship where it's like, bro, I can't wait to do something for her
Mm-hmm.
because like it's just genuine appreciation. She ain't gonna feel like, oh, I gotta do this for him, or I'm not paying her back for nothing. I'm
Yeah.
just loving on my woman, and she just loving on me. I don't have my hand out to my woman, and we don't. Hey, baby, just be around.
Mm-hmm.
Just be around. That's all I need is your presence.
You is all right. Is this maintained? Like, do you feel, or does it have the possibility of fluctuating at any given time? And so this is why I really feel that once you're anchored in and pursuing the love and passion and the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of really, focusing on the growth of your own personal love, the more you're so rooted and grounded to whatever wind blows, bro, you so grounded. And
Right,
that's because that's how I feel you can express the most love, whether it be to your woman, to your children, whoever made your society or community. That's how we can give the best, not getting caught up in this fluctuation of energy, this fluctuation of emotions that
right,
niggas is really on some emotional shit because they have not been trained how to govern their
right,
emotions, bro. That's your navigation tool.
right,
So
right,
before you get in love, I think the process, the coming of age rituals need to come back of helping you understand how to control your emotions in that process of you enjoying a romantic love. And that's our problem because a lot of times
right,
we don't understand how to control these emotions. And we call that love. Well, wait a minute. What part of love is that? If I whoop your ass, is that love? Now she thinks that's love. That's not love. That was me whooping your
right.
ass.
See, and what this comes to is not having conditional love, but having conditions for your life.
Okay.
You gotta have certain standards.
Hmm.
Now, I don't want nobody around me that don't got nothing going on, brother.
Okay.
I don't want nobody around me that is deep into whatever demons they may have, addictions they may have, and they not putting in no work on themselves. I don't want nobody around me that's the exact same person at 46 that they was at 26. I don't want nobody around me that can't show respect for fellow humans. I don't want nobody around me that don't think deeper. I don't want nobody around me that I can't build with and have a brainstorm session with. So when my woman comes in my life, she got to run through every screening process just like everybody else, right? So first we're gonna start there. Of I don't have to do so much in my personal relationship, my friendships, my business relationships because I had a standard of my life. So
Hmm.
when you come in, that's you've already started being vetted once I allow you in anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
We not we not just accepting anything into life, you know. So like with my lady, okay, we was friends first, and I was vetting her and seeing her like, oh, she's a writer. She came from a hard childhood, like she was a Make a Wish child and got chronic diseases and stuff like that,
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
that she's dealt with for since she was a baby. You know, and I see like she went from the culinary career as a full chef to now she went to dentistry. Both like full career paths that she has to dedicate herself. I'm seeing what kind of person she is. I'm seeing that she's a woman of God. I'm seeing how she respects her family and really shows up for her friendships and stuff like that, right? And I feel like our culture today, the vetting is getting less and less.
Mm.
The women that the men fuck with is like if she talk a certain way and look a certain way, she's in.
Hmm. Hmm.
For the women, you know what I mean, that the culture wants to promote, it's for the men. It's like, oh, he got a bag, he's in.
Hmm.
If we do business with whoever look like they know how to get some money,
Hmm.
people is getting told on and getting 100 years because they do crimes with somebody they say cuz like they say cuz or blood like they
Hmm.
say blood.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
This is the only vetting process that we going through, bro. But don't nobody care no more who's around them.
Mm. Mm.
I'm building something with my sis right now. She got a nonprofit, and it's crazy because about every 2 3 months she like, bro, this person ain't doing this or this person ain't doing this, and I'm like, sis, what you bring them in for? And she'll tell me, and I'm like, hey, what was they past?
Right.
You know where they come from? What kind of training they got in that? Well, no, they had said they had. Okay, no, that's cool. That's cool. What did you find? Oh, well, bro, I had sis. That's part of the vetting process.
Yeah. Yeah.
You wondering why this person is doing nothing, but you found nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like to me that person being consistent.
True indeed.
You know what I mean? They're consistent as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they ain't been putting no work in before that you can find, why would they put work in now? If a person ain't been a good person before, why would they be a good person with you?
Right. Right.
I know we got off subject, but I was just thinking about that. I went on a tangent, but I was just thinking about, man, it's just so many relationships, not even just personal, intimate, but I mean, just, bro, friendships, alliances that I keep seeing around here, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I just be like, what you doing with that person? Even with these friendships, a lot of times a person can only say, oh, I've been knowing them since third grade.
Yeah. Yeah. For
Huh?
me, bro, I mean, honestly, I see like the old prophecy speaks of, the tares being pulled up from the wheat. And what I mean by that, I used to carry that burden around with me, for the love of my people and which is deeply, deeply rooted in me. Um, guys, just because, we skin folk don't mean we kin folk. And you can't carry
Hello.
that burden around. These things must take place. And that's what I was telling you yesterday, as far as the path you must take, because each individual must make that individual choice to choose that side. If you see they going, we can give them a message, but that's all we got to do because we have to prepare for the things ahead. This is the time now. We don't have to continue to go back and seeing all what they doing out here, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. But if that is the path, I have some wisdom for you. But we're in a time, we're in an age where we can no longer, march. What you marching for? You still marching? Are you serious? We're in the age of, there's no more, well, give us this. No, 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 that's over. We're entering in a whole new
Right? They know we want that.
100%.
They know what they doing.
Right.
We ain't gotta add no awareness.
No, no, that's over. Master yourself to prepare for the future, what's to come, because it's already here, bro. And so that's where I'm at now, and I'm using discernment because if your energy ain't right, I'm not fucking with you. I'm on that. If your frequency ain't right, I don't care where you from. I don't care what hood you represent. I don't give a damn about none of that opposite shit that y'all own. This negative and positive.
You can't
No,
get
I'm
in.
not in that. I'm taking that middle
You
road.
cannot get
You can't
in,
get
bro.
in. If
Right.
your frequency ain't up, your frequency got to be up, bro. Messing with me. I'm not even playing.
Okay, going back to what we was talking about, right?
Yeah.
But before your relationship right now, did you have any like strong beliefs about who you should or shouldn't love,
Yeah.
or who is okay to love or
Yeah.
acceptable to
When it,
love?
when it Yeah, yeah, no question.
I'm not gonna speak on what your relationship looked like right now until after this.
Okay. Yeah, no, no, for sure. Um, I think my concept of what I would call love or whatever and what it was rooted in, of course, it was gonna be a sister, knowledge of self, uh both
Right,
with
right,
ones who knows the truth of history, knows the truth of of all just that deep spiritual, and I ain't talking about religion. I'm talking
right,
about spiritual connection, with ancestors before any Christianity, religion, or Islam, anything came to our shores. What that root was, I want that root to the earth. You know what I mean?
right,
So, and loves the most high. So yeah, I had because I was building myself. So on that journey, I wanted one like that to experience it with as well. But before that time, of course, the hood chick. I mean, gang banging and stuff like that. So the hood chick was. So it developed as it went. It changed as it went. My idea of this, and then of course, I mean, even with if I'm being honest, bro, we got to take into account of how much lust plays in a lot of that too. How much of the music that we listen it plays in that too. The videos that we watch or the movies that we watch plays in that too. Dr. Chris Wilson spoke on that in the ISIS papers and how, a lot of us were programmed to date certain women because of the programming that we're up under as we grow older. and from the youth all the way up. So a lot
Mm,
of that has to be taken into account too, bro. And I'm not going to sit up here and pretend and not deny that as well. We have to take up on that aspect as well, bro. How much lust did play a part of what we call love? How much of it? And be real with yourself. How much lust played in the part of what we call now love? So we need to get to the root of this and not just try to hide
right.
some aspects and not all. No, man, bring it all to light, bro. So I know that lust played a
Because
part.
a person could really say to themselves or to the public, I couldn't see myself loving nothing but a black woman or nothing but a da 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 da.
Yeah, yeah,
But really, the truth could be, I don't lust for any other woman more than I lust for a black woman. So
yeah.
I feel like that means that I could only love a black woman the most because I lust the most over them.
Okay, see,
But that's not exactly true.
right, right. But no, it's not at all because we both know that after that lust, man, if we can't sit and have that intellectual stimulation, bro, it's gonna deteriorate. If I can't sit there and build with you emotionally, physically, and spiritually, it's gonna deteriorate. I must have certain needs met only because I know where I need to go. That's the point. If we're
Right,
going to grow, we have to grow
right.
in union. You are the divine feminine. I am
Now
the divine masculine.
this is that quantum thinking that you was talking about.
The quantum
This is that
thinking,
quantum love.
the
It's
quantum love.
it's not about what I'm seeing on the outside.
Hmm.
I gotta know that past this, you can stimulate my mental. I gotta know that the guy I am now, the person that I fully awaken, the
Hmm.
person that is sending my energy out to the cosmos, I gotta know that you got enough fuel in you for for this trip. I'm going somewhere.